Hey, Bobby. Good. Where are you located? Just partying. Hey, real deal. How are you? Good. Hey, Bopak. How you doing? I took a little nap earlier, and then I was just messing around with some videos. I'm pretty good. Average. I would have done a stream here, but I had all those long videos uploading, and you can't do two things at once. You can't have anything else going on YouTube when you're uploading videos. That's why I'm down there messing around those. I'm feeling like okay. I didn't feel that great today, but I am getting better, I think. Yeah, 4K it does. You better believe it. Those 45-minute 4K videos I upload, like of, winter storms and stuff, you're talking 20 hours. I did have that test, yeah. Came back negative. They said that I had acid reflux, which I don't think I have, to be honest with you. Yeah, yep. I'm feeling a little better. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think you'd like it if you were there. When I got there earlier, it wasn't that cold. I dressed for it and uh not at all like you'd think. You'd think you'd be freezing your ass. I mean, it does get cold, but not like thing. Yeah, I did feel sick about 10 hours later. I've never had chills like that in my life. Hey, Dave. I got that vaccine, and I went down there, and the oil came out of my van. Then I got home, and then later, or that next day, no, later that night, about 10 hours after I got the shot, I've never had chills like that. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, it's a good song, isn't it? It's not Curtis Mayfield. It's actually William Devon. William Devon. Wikipedia that. It's an interesting story. Everybody thinks it's Curtis Mayfield. Yeah, Google it. Google it. Wikipedia it. Oh, thank you, real deal. Hey, Claire. Yeah, I never had chills like that. You know what I did? I turned the heat up, not a lot because it bothers Daisy. I put 5 blankets on, long underwear. I got 2 portable heaters and put them on stands in the side of the bed. Got under the covers and was still cold. You know what I ended up doing? I have a hair dryer, that I used to dry Daisy off with, but uh, mainly I do it with towels now. She likes the dryer, but it isn't necessary. Anyway, I took a hair dryer and blew it under the covers till my feet got warm. Yeah, everybody thinks that, Jeff, including me. William Defoe, but it's an interesting story behind that song. Yeah, but it didn't last long and it was very delayed. Nah, I don't believe that real deal because I got a buddy that's a doctor and that's not true. He got the same one I did. I mean, people have issues. It's supposed to make you sick, actually. That shows you your body's making antibodies, so it's a good sign. Yeah, the original shot I didn't have any problem with at all. It's just the booster. I've gotten sick from regular flu shots. Shit, I was freezing my ass off, Claire. I mean, I had to get an extension cord, a mini extension cord, so I could stretch it over enough. It was cold. I think it's your body making antibodies. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Yep. So believe it or not, feeling sick is a good sign. Yeah, my dick will probably fall off a year from now, and I'll have to say that I was wrong. But I mean, I think it's 841,000 people that have died from that in the United States alone. Crazy. I have never had chills like that. It's Tom Reed, Reed, 1956 at gmail.com. No, what'd they say today, Dave? No, it'll probably happen because I got the booster. I was just talking to this lady I know. Long story short, there's a cat in a house where everybody was evicted about an hour from here. And I'm not even a cat guy, but I'll probably go down and get the damn thing. Imagine that, just a cat wandering around an empty house. Oh, thank you, Lavender. You been drinking? Seriously, Jeff. Yeah, I got the Johnson and Johnson. Really, no kidding. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, but Jeff, it's still going to keep you from dying from COVID. I mean, I'm not saying, uh, uh, it's a great side effect, but that's kind of concerning. Oh, okay, Lavender. Yeah, that's it, Dave. Yeah. Oh, did you, Jeff? And you had so with the shot, are you talking about just the original Moderna, no booster? How about your wife? Wow, no kidding. Oh, interesting. You know how it is, man. It's like I'm not privy to any uh secret knowledge. My buddy's a doctor. He got it. He felt like shit for 6 weeks. But even he tells me, I mean, this is a new disease, and it's morphing at a rapid rate. And, it isn't like anybody's got a crystal ball. It's not like they're out trying to kill us. They're doing what they can. But, they do come out and say different things, but it's all the nature of the beast. Yeah. It's scary. Well, it's not really scary to me. Half the time, I wish I'd just get the fucking shit and get it over with. I don't think there's any evidence for that, Jeff. Yeah, but that's what else you're going to do, Paul. It's not, if you look at the Black Plague, Spanish flu, I mean, polio, I mean, this happens. Well, I know that happened. They thought I had an autoimmune disease at one time, and they put me on Humira. And man, I injected that shit about 11 o'clock one night, and by 6 o'clock in the morning, I had shingles like you wouldn't believe. So I haven't read articles about if that compromises your immune system initially or not. I'll just put it to you this way. Everything I've read and knowing a doctor, not that he knows everything, I decided to get the shot and the booster. I could, you know, maybe I'll get dick cancer, but at the time, with the information that was presented, I thought it was a good thing to do. I'd love to bring the 840,000 people that didn't get it to talk to you, but they're all dead. Hey, Ron. You know what I mean? You just don't, a lot of stuff is It's like anything, getting married, pulling out at the last second. I mean, you know, yeah, that's why I say if I ever hit it big, I'm gonna have on the back of my 100-foot yacht, I'm gonna have shit luck. Hey, Eternal Dorman, how you doing? Oh, happy birthday, David. Good for you. Yeah, the thing about like Jeff, I can understand with Jeff, Claire, that's on the back of your mind. You're wondering what else is going to happen. Yeah, educated decision. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can understand how you're being concerned about it. I do. That makes sense too. I drugged my feet getting the first shot. I didn't get it till June. And then I just got the booster a few days ago. How bad are the hives? I mean, how bad are they? It's not like anaphylactic shock type swelling, is it? I'll tell you one time when I was with my wife, this was a long time ago. She broke out in hives one night and had to get an epi shot and then went away and never had them again. Oh, super bad, really. And she never got him again, and nobody really knew what caused it. Now, this is, 35 years before COVID. So the point is, there's a lot of reasons you can get hives. I know it seems awful coincidental. Yeah. Oh, okay, Eternal. Yeah, prednisone to me is a miracle drug. You hear a lot of bullshit about it. So you did the taper, didn't you, Jeff? Yeah, I think prednisone is a miracle drug. I was on that quite a while myself. Huh. Yeah, no, prednisone's cheap too. You give somebody that's got some inflammation some prednisone, and they'll go from feeling like shit to feeling like $1,000,000 in about 3 hours. Yeah, the taper's interesting. That's another thing to Google. The history of prednisone is very interesting. So is propofol, which was designed by a veterinarian. Yeah, what happened on that? What happens on that candle in the microwave thing? What goes on there? Yeah, water retention. That's right, Dave. Yep. Oh, really? One. Chronic fatigue. There's still doctors that don't believe in chronic fatigue. I thought I might have had it at one time, and I went to a couple of lectures. No shit. Oh, a match? No, but somebody said something about putting a candle in a damn uh, microwave. Oh, okay. Oh, really? Interesting. Yep. Put a link to your channel, Bopop. Put a link to it. Jeff, I thought that was good customer service. I mean, I like GoPro, for 350 bucks. I mean, what are you expecting, right? But I think they're full of shit. They had those problems with the 9, and they even have it with the 10, and they're acting like sending me another camera. Like I said to the guy, I don't want another camera if you haven't done anything new. It depends which candles you use. If it's beeswax, you're right. If it's paraffin, you're wrong. You know, there's some pretty good studies on a link to burning candles and bladder cancer. Yeah, nerve compression. All right. Nerves are interesting. Hello, Sandy. Hey, you know one thing I should add to those videos, Jeff? I don't know this 100%, but it seems to me that I have those problems when it's 4K 60p. Yeah, it's it, Eternal Dormant. Wow. Oh, no kidding, Frederick. You heard from our girl? Something's a little off there, Frederick. I hope she hasn't fallen off the wagon. No, it's not SanDisk. Uh-uh. I use SanDisk in everything. All my cameras, all my other video cameras, not including GoPro. For who, Dave? No, I didn't realize that. No. They can call me. I'll just block them. Fuck them. Yeah, thanks. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I forgot about that. These stalkers won't be watching those kind of videos. Oh yeah, wait till you get better. Hey Joe, how you feeling? Yeah, I've had that happen. I don't think it's Sandisk though. I really don't. Because if you read around, that's happening on GoPros. It doesn't matter what SD card you're using. Like you said, Jeff, you're doing mostly time caps. Wait till you start doing 4K 60p. Get back with me. Oh, okay. No, mine only lasted about 5 hours. I couldn't sleep though. I was so cold. I stayed up all night. Yeah, that's it, Bopuck. Yeah. Yep. I mean, why would it only do it every one out of 25 times if it was the SD card? And it isn't overheating and it isn't too cold. Yeah, I actually have 6 14 terabyte external hard drives by the same company that owns SanDisk, Western Digital. Yeah, but Dave, the other side of that though is I've replaced batteries, 6 batteries, and had 200 gigabytes of 4K 60p. So it doesn't happen all the time. No, because it would still be more than one out of every 25 times. I don't touch the contact part anyway. They get these error readings. I've had it happen, and it isn't cold, it isn't hot. It happens about out of every 25 times. Sometimes the GoPros too. Everything will be the same. I'll be going to put it on a Doka pole, put it under the ice, whatever, and it just stops. I start it up again, stops. I go put another battery in it, even though the other one was fully charged, it stops. Carpal tunnel. Oh, okay. Did you get surgery, 1W? Huh. Oh, really, Eternal? Oh. Yeah, they bought SanDisk 5 years ago for 19 billion. Isn't that crazy? I'll tell you one thing, SanDisk, it wasn't even their problem, and they gave me a free software for a year, and I was able to retrieve those winter storm videos, or I'd have been fucked if I'd have left it up to GoPro. Look, GoPros have a known issue with this. Well, then why does it only happen one out of every 25 times? Oh, really? They'll replace that for you, Jeff. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but GoPro came up with some new batteries, more powerful batteries. Did you see those? They're the same price too, I think. Look on their website. They got new batteries they say work better in the cold weather. All as I know is the fucking thing doesn't work. You can blame it on the camera, the fucking SD card, my finger hitting the button. Yeah, we'll see. GoPro recommends formatting the cards. And when I talked to them last time, they told me to format on my computer and not on the GoPro. Oh, good for you, 1W. Yeah, it sets it up for the kind of recording you're going to do. If you go on your GoPro, you go to preferences, scroll all the way down. Yeah, GoPro recommends it. I mean, that's how it is. There's some things you have to format, some you don't. No, they don't. That's right, external doorman. A GoPro tech told me to format them on my computer if I could. Yeah, something's a little off there, Frederick. And I get the impression, rather than like working like a regular schedule, like I thought, not that this means anything, but I think it's kind of fill in different places. It's 1 week here, 1 week there, that kind of thing. I formatted them off my computer and the GoPro, and I haven't noticed any difference. I mean, Frederick, here's the real deal. Is she should be desperate for money. And usually when that happens, she's calling like hell, and she's not. So that's the flag. Yeah, I didn't on the Android, I don't remember formatting a card. But here they wanted to send me another camera. I don't want another camera. I mean, this, like I said, these are known problems. Just Google, if you give a shit, uh, SD card errors on GoPros. Any of them, but mainly the 9 and 10. They're everywhere. Doesn't matter what card they used, which says to me, it's a fucking camera. I'll tell you what I do. I double format the goddamn things. I format them on my computer after I'll highlight them, delete them, format it on the computer, and then format it again when I put it in my GoPro. Not all the time, and actually, I think that's what might have caught up to me the other day. I'm about ready to wave a fucking magic wand over the goddamn thing. Stare at it, hold it in my right hand, hold it in my left hand. Fuck, I don't know. I just know the goddamn thing doesn't work sometimes. Right. I guarantee you, if you take 5 minutes to look around, you're going to find people that have had the same problem using Samsung cards on a GoPro. Look, I've got a ton of cameras, right? And I use SanDisk on all of them. SD cards, not the micro, the bigger ones. The full size, never a problem. Well, no, SD cards do fail. That's true. They do. They even offered, but a lot of these guys, I just watched a couple YouTube videos. These guys got brand new SD cards and it happened. Yeah. Good night, Patrima. Yeah, I don't know. I know it pissed me off though. That put me in a badass mood. I thought that was good video, and here it looked like it was all down the shitter. You know what? I was really surprised. That video with Mary, that's when it happened. At the very end, we were almost done walking. I had already got all that video, and I heard it beep, 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 beep. I looked down and it says memory card reading error. It's like, fuck. At least I had enough sense to just turn it off. And I thought, well, I'll fuck with this tomorrow. And I had another one with me, but I was basically done for the day. So I figure, well, maybe it'll warm up. That's why I asked both those places, SanDisk and GoPro, about operating temperatures, because I know what the temperature was when that happened. It was 24 degrees. And I had already, all that video you see that I've uploaded, that was all done before I met with Mary. And that file did that when I was with her at the end. And I'm surprised that any of it. And when you read the data on the card, it shows you that the cards got like, 92 gigabytes, but you only can retrieve like 84. And that's because that rest of it got fucked up when I was walking with her. Oh yeah, it's Sam. You can put the sim in. That's easy. It's hard to do sometimes. So you gotta, like, if you got big fingers, it's hard to do. Use some tweezers. You can put it in. What do I got? I got a Sony PCM D100 recorder, and sometimes I've had to use a pair of tweezers to. It's a real tight fit to get that micro SD card in there. Oh, okay, Eternal. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I would think that there would be more interest in that, but there's not. I don't know why. Dave noticed a riptide on the one video. Boy, how'd you like to get caught in a riptide? I was actually a little disappointed that there wasn't ice. You know, you look at the Lake Huron side, it's all frozen around shore. Of course, that's the other side. They're on the downwind side of most of the wind. Good night, Jeff. Hope those hives go away. Don't come back. How come you can't get your emails, Letha? Yeah, but if Michigan City, you're down there in that bottom end of it, and it's pretty. You do get, it's kind of you're not getting that crazy water flow. Is it broken up or floating around, Dave? You go to that hamburger place up there, Shoop's. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are good hamburgers. Yep. You ever go in that antique store there on 421 north of 94? Your Daisy snoring. I'm wondering if Kira still owns that. Her parents own that place, but I'm wondering if she still runs it. Kira. I had a booth there for about a year. Kira. Oh, really, Frederick? Hey, salty girl. You talking about Kira, Dave? She's still there? No, she wouldn't be that old. No, I think she would be about in her 50s. She was the owner's daughter. And that I used to take my dogs, let them run around behind there. Is that developed now? There was like an old place that had like fences where it looks like they kept horses, a couple weird old buildings. Oh, okay. Yeah, Dave. Yep. It's kind of a cool piece of property back there. It's like the woods. Oh, okay. Your Daisy snoring. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. It's 12 degrees here. How warm, Salty? Yeah, forget that. Oh, good luck, Patrima. Yeah, we're gonna get that crazy cold next week. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Salty girl, you've been down there how long? Oh, thank you, Cindy. How much, Dave? Yeah, oh, you poor thing. I might have crossed paths with you when I was down there. Salty, where'd you go to college? Wow. Oh, okay. Was that a 2-year or a 4-year degree? Oh, okay. Did you ever run into Davy Jones and the Monkees? He was down around there. Owned a horse ranch. I think I might go down to Georgia next week. No, he died. He died. Hey, Frisky. Yeah, she's conked out. I made her crock pot chicken. Yeah, he seemed like a cool guy. Crawfordville. Crawfordville. Yeah. Yeah, she liked it. I gotta make her ground turkey tomorrow. No, I kept it when I had an airplane down there, I kept it at Okeechobee. Oh, cool. We're at in Tennessee, Dave. Yeah, I did keep it there, yeah. Hey, Crying Red. Yeah, I only had it there for a year. I had two planes down there, actually. The same guys that did that crop dusting kind of managed it. That's who I rented it off of. They managed the airport too. Oh, I'll stop by and visit you, Lee. Party all night. Oh, that's cool. What's that? A big cave everybody goes to, Dave? They're all. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, ice caves? Yeah, we get those sometimes. Yeah, me too, Alethea. I never went in a cave again. It'd be too soon. Daisy goes through these spells where she'll like start sleeping under the bed for like months. You ever see these crazies that do the diving, these underwater caves? You couldn't fit a piece of typing paper between them and the rock, and they're swimming back there a mile. You'd have to be out of your mind. Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't like any of them. I went to Carlsbad, Mammoth. That's enough for me. No. Hey, Flower Fairy. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I know the feeling. It's terrible. Jeez, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. It just wears off after a while. It's miserable. Yeah, Faye. Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's a heartbreaker. Oh, okay, Nobly. I'll let you know when I'm coming down there. No, you didn't betray him. What make you think that? Yeah, forget that, Dave. No way. That wouldn't interest me a bit. Nah, don't second guess yourself like that. No, did the right thing. The dog was suffering. Yeah, maybe shallow water. Nah, that'd be too deep. Yeah, no, no, I wouldn't do that either. Yeah, that sucks, Flower Fairy. It really does. Yeah, I don't like swimming in the ocean either. I didn't even like it as a kid. If you go to Hawaii or places like that, it's like unbelievable. It's just like you're swimming in a blue cloud, beautiful, warm. You never get cold. All this cool stuff swimming around, beautiful. It's not a bunch of wrecked cars and stuff on the bottom. Oh, bye bye, bot. Bye bye. Yeah, you might have been. That's true. No, I couldn't do it. No way. Oh, wow. That's what got old Steve Irwin. I'd swim with a guppy. Fantail. Only a fantail. It'd have to have orange in the tail. I've been thinking about breeding guppies again. I did it as a kid, but I still got a problem with putting something living in an unnatural environment like that. No, I wouldn't do it. I don't want to swim with anything but the Weeky Watchy girls. Oh, yeah, that's not cool. I like to go down there and just share the air hose with them, come up, take a swig of Ardbeg 10, go back down, ogle them. That's right, Bopak. For you guys that got on a little late, I know somebody that knows somebody that got evicted. The poor damn cat's down there in this empty place because no one wanted to take it. Imagine that, just leaving a pet there like that. You gotta be one fucked up human being to do something that way. Yeah, go to Indy Atlantic, Dave. Indy Atlantic. Right, Salty? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really into it, but I will do it for something like that. I'm gonna have to get a cage, and I'm gonna see if my doctor buddy will take it. Yeah, I think so too. It's a hell of a cheap litmus test. Isn't that cool, Salty Girl? That's one of my favorite places. Just to go down there to Bizarro's. Then you can get a coffee if you want, Starbucks. There's some good restaurants too there in Indy Atlantic. Just hang out. It's fun. You don't need to drive. Yeah, nice and clean. Sure is. Yep. Oh, cool, Dave. Oh, that's cool, crime rod. Yeah, that's what I think too. Salty girl, are you do you get that West Palm Beach news station? Is that the news you watch? Is that Jim Sackett still alive, or did he die by now? And Allison, whatever her name is. No, I like Bugs too. I like Bugs. Allison Rosati. Oh, okay. Yeah, spiders are cool. Arachnids. Hey, Bimbo. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, they're harmless. I don't even kill insects anymore. No, I don't like ticks. Oh, cool. No, they don't bother me. Oh, good for you. Oh, wow. How do you accidentally eat one? Riding a motorcycle or something? Oh, okay. Hey, Bimbo. You have a good night tonight. Keep punching out those songs. Yeah, I like them all. Yeah. Probably not, Ralph. I bet you they don't. Yeah, I don't mind any of them. Yeah, it's a good idea. Somebody asked me the other day if I liked hiking. I do, for about 20 minutes. Oh, wow, Bimbo. You need to worry about those palmetto bugs. Good. Hey, Verna. Oh, you like that thing? Faye's older than you, Crying Red. She's about 6 years older. No, there are tricks to that, Ralph. The Motley Crue's cool. Only with David Lee Roth. Yeah, you're right, Bimbo. Those geckos will eat them up left and right. They've got a chemical that produces antifreeze. That's how, Salty Girl. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, really, Bimbo? That's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Salty Girl? Party tonight. Oh, sure glad I don't have a job. That would be terrible. Good night, Faye. Nighty night. You too, Ralph. Hope your hiccups go away. You get your necks fixed. Yeah, Carol Channing. I bet she was good. Jerry Lee Lewis. What a pedophile. He killed that Shannon, what's her name, from Garden City. I used to like Prince until I listened to some of those interviews with Morris Day and those guys. They said he was just a real cheap prick. Yeah, Bella Fleck's great. Come on, hon. Come, Betty. Yeah, rude as hell. Yep, that's it. Yep. No, it's not cool. Steve Martin's a good banjo player. Who's that crying red? Who is it? Daisy, what are you barking at, hon? What's his name, crying red? Oh, wow. Did he get rich or wasn't that going on then? Oh, cool. Yeah, Bimbo, you did you ever listen to those interviews with Morris? He seems like a cool guy. But he would talk about Prince would have them come out and they'd spend their own money and he didn't want to reimburse them and he'd cancel them as the warm up group. I thought the opposite of Prince, but after I heard those interviews, I thought, fuck Prince. Oh, yeah, I got you. Yeah, but not guys working for you and people that are supposed to be paid that you're stiffing. I would love to know the origin of Prince's drug addiction. You know, they kind of sold it as a hip injury, but you can get your hip fixed now. Oh, cool. Yeah, it just turned me off on him. I got the director's cut one time of The Shining, and I was always kind of a fan of Jack Nicholson. But in the director's cut, they show you like behind the scenes, and Jack Nicholson just seemed like such an uncouth, rude pig to some of the people that were, helping work on the movie. That was the end of me liking him too. I thought, fuck Jack Nicholson. Yeah, Morris Day. Oh, interesting, Bilbo. No kidding, huh? Huh. Yeah, kinda true, Crying Red. Yeah, you're right, Crying Red. Yeah, true. Oh, come on, Jennifer. Yeah, what was his emotional pain, though? I never read about a bad childhood. Oh, were they crying bad? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know, Crying Red. Yep. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know about that. Good night. Good night, Bimbo. You party on. I think you need to start doing more videos on bowls of soup and curry cod dinners. Two-headed fish dinners. That's it, Jennifer. Yeah, it could be it. That's a good theory. Yeah, I'd watch it. Definitely. I sure would. I'd definitely watch it. Oh, good for you, Cindy. Well, that's good. It'll draw some emotion into it. It's about a 5-hour drive. Yeah, I'd pay for him, Jennifer. See, Crying Red will watch. The eggs are covered. Get going. See that? Wow. Good for him. I won't, will it, Jennifer? Oh, good. Oh, I'll check it out. Yeah, thank you. Oh, cool. Oh, that's cool. Well, I bet he appreciated it, Jennifer. I don't like gifts. A pain in the ass. Most of the time, you get something you don't want. Hey, Internail. Oh, thank you. That was actually yesterday. I had to recover most of those videos because of a messed up SD card. It's a total pain in the ass. You still got that bothering you, Cindy? Really? Sorry about that. Why? Oh, good for you, Jennifer. How about agnostic? Because you can't disprove it either. Yeah, yeah, that doesn't sound right, Cindy. No, no, I get it, but atheist, you would have to disprove it. Agnostic, you don't know one way or the other. That doesn't make sense, Cindy. Yeah, I bet you're right. Yep. Yeah, skeptic's another path. I'd choose, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go skeptic. I used to get that magazine, the Skeptical Inquirer, whatever the fuck it is. And it just got to the it just got too much for me. Yeah, External Doorman. Have you read the Book of Thomas? The Gnostic letters? Have you ever read that? Yeah, you were blessed, Eternal. Why not old school? Yeah, go for it. Oh, good for you, Jennifer. Pray to the deviled egg. Oh, cool. You got lucky, External Doorman. Yeah, why not? Oh, thank you, Neil. It was good. It's very good. I thought of you while I was eating curry. It's the racist in me. Oh, wow, Eternal Doorman. uh, Yeah, I'd agree with that, crying red. No, well, a little bit. My mom was for a little while. Yeah, my dad, no. Oh, okay, internet. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it, crying red. Well, it's faith-based. That's how old school. It's faith-based. Good, great old school. Running like a top. I know I said that right before the last time I quit running. And I had a gallon of oil dripping out of the bottom of it, but ready for another couple 100,000 miles. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna check out that tip up town. If you look it up, it's a big winter event in Houghton Lake, Michigan. Snowmobile drag racing, oval four wheel racers, bands. I don't really care for that kind of shit, but it is winter and there's not a lot to do and everything's frozen. I don't really care for, stuff when it's frozen. I mean, I like big chunks of ice and, movement like when I went over on the other side of the state. And that's kind of dried up for me close. So I think I'll probably go to that because I gave people a little tidbit of it last weekend and they seemed interested and they said they would have liked to have seen what was going on in a winter event in Michigan. So I think I'll go up there and maybe do some interviews and that kind of thing. Malacca. Yeah, I'm not that into it that much, to be honest with you. But it's kind of dried up around here. Yeah, my favorite side, the Lake Huron side. I was a little disappointed in those videos I uploaded that there wasn't a bunch of ice. It just goes to show you the difference of the Great Lakes. Now, on the west side of the state, you saw those waves and the winds coming out of the north, northwest, west, prevailing westerlies. And I'm not really sure why there wasn't more ice. My guess would be it's moving too much. It's got constant movement. And if there is any ice formed, it gets busted up. We're on the east side, the Lake Huron side, where I go over near the lighthouse. That's different. You're on the backside. You're downwind. So once it's all frozen, there's not much for me to do. I still like it. I like to visit it, but it doesn't even produce boring video. It's worse than that. Oh yeah. Oh good. Glad you liked it. Thank you. I mean, the way that the water there is just pristine. It's gorgeous. And the notion that it's fresh water. I was reading about the salt content in salt water. It's only like 3.5 to 4%. Isn't that crazy? That's all it is. You'd think it'd be more than that if you taste it or anything. Greek, Greek. Oh, cool, Internet. Oh, cool, Ethan. Yeah, I sleep. I'll sleep till 11 tomorrow. Yeah. Yep. What part? Where? Oh yeah, it's gonna get cold. Yep. That's not that bad though, really. You're not too far from Michigan City, old school. Yeah, West Branch. Yep. You know, one problem you have, Cindy, is that where they obtain the temperatures that they report for West Branch is actually about 22 miles away. It's the National Weather Service in Houghton Lake. We're actually usually about 4 to 5 degrees lower. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that's how it is. Yep. A lot of places are like that. Yeah. Excuse me. Go on eBay. Better World Books, Mishawaka, Indiana. There's also a West Coast one. I want to say it's in Las Vegas. Better World Books, eBay. They're cheap, hardcover mainly, free shipping. Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. Yeah, no, it's pretty good around here. It's better, I think, about 90 miles north, 80 miles north. Gaylord, they're in the snow belt. And Sault Ste. Marie is in a deep freeze, much more than we are. I mean, that's 200 miles north. Yeah, I do. I use all season. Usually I have dedicated winter tires, but I didn't this year because I planned on going to a warmer climate during the midst of the winter, which would uh, be a problem with winter tires. Chicago's on the wrong side. See, you're on the wrong side. You know, you look at Buffalo, Lake Ontario, Lake Erie in that case, you know, you need the wind coming out of the west, picking up all that moisture and dumping a shit ton of snow on you, where Chicago's on the wrong side of the water. No, it's not. No. You look down around where Dave lives, down around Michigan City. I mean, there's a joke that, you know, they get snow in July, and there's an element of truth to that. That area down around Gary, Indiana, Michigan City, Indiana, they get that lake effect snow up the ass. Yeah, it's interesting. And it was interesting what you said last night about how the rain is really not like it was, and it's been that way for the last 10 years. Hey, don't ask. Yeah, depending on the ice coverage. Yeah, yep. It's interesting you say that because you would think in theory, you know, although being around the water is kind of like a giant heat pump, you would think that places like where Mary lives, would get more lake effect snow, and they don't. Love North Dakota, especially Minot. I could live there in a heartbeat. Yeah, absolutely love North Dakota. I love South Dakota too. Rapid City. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. Yeah, barely similar. I'll give you an example. The tops of the waves in the Great Lakes, even at the worst, you're going to hear all this bullshit shot and bear talk, is about 30 feet. Impressive, could sink most small boats, blah, blah, blah. The difference between the time and the crests of the waves, big giant swells, I'm talking about at the very height of a storm, 3 seconds on the Great Lakes, and that includes Lake Superior, 10 seconds on most major oceans. Apples and oranges. The Great Lakes are impressive because it's fresh water. When you look at the location, you look at how they were formed. But really, it's apples and oranges. Absolutely no comparison. Look at some YouTube videos of the North Sea, and then go look at some YouTube videos of gale winds on Lake Superior, Michigan. Both very impressive. But it's the difference between playing Pee-wee baseball and being in the major leagues. It's just not a fair comparison. Yeah, Puget Sound's interesting. I like to see those killer whales swimming around. I am. I am. Yes, I am. Yep. I watch those videos of the killer whales. She did go back to bed. Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, they're really cool, but it's shot and beer talk, right? You'll hear people talk about the Great Lakes are just like the oceans. No, they're not. And they're not big enough to have the influence by the moon that an ocean would. Yeah, I love killer whales. Yep. Yep. Yeah, really. Yep. You will find a slight influence of a full moon on the Great Lakes, but it's negligible, really. Nothing at all like the tides on the oceans, just like the waves. If you're into bad weather and, swells, and there's a lot of science to waves. I haven't really studied it that much. I have some books, but I haven't read them yet. But you want to see some impressive waves and sea storms and boats and peril. Look up ships crossing the North Sea during the winter months. It doesn't get more harrowing than that. Yeah, I never really saw any convincing information on the moon affecting people. Oh, cool, Interneil. Yeah, that's actually why I moved to the East Coast of Florida because I really enjoyed those Atlantic storms. And the Gulf just didn't do much for me. Tampa Bay, Gulf of Mexico, it's great sunsets. Yeah, I get it, but just wasn't for me. No kidding, Eternal Dormant. Wow. No, the North Sea is fascinating. Oh, Aberdeen, that's quite a bridge they have there. Love this staying up late, just fucking off. Yes, I am external Dormant. Yes. Yep. You know where I'd like to visit someday? It's the only place I'd like to go. Iceland. Yep, Forest Road Bridge. Yep. I think a lot of that full moon stuff's bullshit. Yeah, I'd like to try it there. Yeah. That's where Bobby Fischer went. No, that's interesting, Crying Red. Yeah, that's what I think, Lisa. That's it. Old school. You're lucky you got that time zone, Crying Red. Yeah, it's it. Right, Interneil. Yeah, you're right. Internet, you must fuck around on the internet all the time. I don't know how you know all this shit. Yeah, I know a Crying Red. Yep. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I love the moon. Yep. Oh, cool. Oh, that's good. Good for you, Interneil. Yeah, I got a Questar 7, don't ask. I got a Questar 7. I'd give you a good deal on it if you wanted to buy it. Oh, wow, Lisa, you're up late. Yeah, they should internal doorman. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree, Interneil. I don't think they'll miss C. Hey, JMO, how you doing? That's a good song, isn't it? Look that up. It's an interesting history to that song. William Devon. That's all right, Jennifer. Yeah, it's a cool song. It's the only song he did. It cost him 150 grand. Yeah, that's all right, Miss C. Right back in the day. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Well, if you think about it, you let me know. I don't use it. No, you're right, JMO. Yep. It's a chat, you dumbass. Learn some manners. Do you think you're at a family reunion? You know what I mean, JMO? No, goddamn, I'd be afraid to get one of those Interneil. I'm not kidding you. Fuck. I got enough problems. I don't think it'd bother me too much. It doesn't interest me that much, I guess. Fuck. Hey, rascal. Yeah, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, okay. Yeah, look him up. Questar 7th. Wow, rascal. You been up all night? Good for you. I know the feeling. I'm kind of like that too. I took a nap earlier, which I normally don't, but so I stay up. I have a hard time going to bed every night of the week. I like staying up late. Like I get some kind of chemical release, dopamine probably. Oh, okay, 1 a.m. You got a lot on your mind? You eating too much sugar? Did you drink too much caffeine? Right? I don't either, but I just kind of was reading and fell asleep. This is recent for me. I usually have struggled to sleep my whole life, but that's why I thought I had a damn terminal disease or something. Last 3 months I've been sleeping like a baby. Oh, thank you, Turtle Norman. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I'll go with you, Interneil. Oh wow, Bopac. No kidding. All the above. Wow, no wonder you're up. Although it's still pretty early where you're at. Yeah. It used to. It used to. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, reverse melatonin. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, this pandemic sucks, man. Sometimes I wish I was like 15 years old or I'd be dead by now. I wouldn't need to fuck with this pandemic. Oh, thank you, Fiji. Yeah, we had a good time. We do that every few months or so, something like that. Yeah, it's it. Don't ask. You're right. I don't know what that is. Dragon fruit. I don't like summer that much. To tell you the truth, crying red. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. GMO. Yep. Oh my God, I can't imagine being young. But I wonder sometimes if that's just a product of being this age, or the world's really that fucked up. Oh, a cactus flower. No, I'd try some. What's it do for you? What's it do? Oh yeah, me too. I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. I don't know what to think about this. Cactus fruit. Yeah, I'll try some. Right. I watch those TikToks sometimes. Yeah, everything's a mess. Yep. Yeah, you might be right about that, Bopo. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, I think you're right. Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to know what the young people think. Oh my God. Yeah, I know a lady that's friends with my wife. Her husband committed suicide, and 20 years later, so did their son. There's an element of truth to that, Lisa. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Oh, interesting, Bopog. Really? Huh. Yeah, maybe GMO. Yep. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, you might be right on that, old school, yeah. Right. Well, I think I'm gonna go to bed, you guys. 3 o'clock. If I stay up past 3 too much, no matter how long I sleep, I'll feel like crap tomorrow. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your night. If you're out in the West Coast, of course, you got 3 more hours of screwing around like I did. I'll be on tomorrow night for sure, like 9 o'clock. Lavin, do you have a good night? Yeah, good night, External Orman. Thanks for coming on. JMO. You too. Aletha, hope you get that email fixed. Goodbye, Jennifer. Bopak, you party on. See you, Lisa. Talk to you tomorrow, Interneil. I'll pass it along. Thank you, Crying Red. You have a nighty night. Yeah, everything's so messed up. Good night, Jennifer. Get that egg order in. Yep, take care. All right, you guys, you have a good night tonight. Good night. What's left of it. Good morning, I should say. Yeah, you're right. Don't ask. Yeah. All right, Bopak. See you, Cam Gross. Yeah, I'll talk. Come on tomorrow night. All right, Cindy. See ya. All right, you guys, take care.